probably one of the experiences that I remember was out here at the Scarlets actually, from the crowd during the Connacht game. A couple of comments were made onto the field, and you know, I think the way in which it was handled and dealt with so quickly was very, very effective. But it's just you know, it's just making sure that there's no place for that in our game. I think the quicker it's sort of dealt with, the quicker people can get on and move on with things. Everyone knows about the incident that was with Samson Lee, obviously about his culture and comments made there. You know, same thing really. I think the way in which it was handled, the speed at which it was handled with, you know, allowed Sams to get some clarity and then be able to move on. He was a little bit frustrated by it, but you know, with Sams, he's a hardened bloke, and you know, I think he sort of found his own ways with dealing with that as well, I suppose, between talking with other players and stuff. Yeah, I imagine it can be very deflating. You know, it's not very nice being spoken to in a derogatory term. So, you know, I can imagine it would put players off. But then at the same time, I imagine it could also improve performance in sort of putting it to the player and you know, scoring tries, etc. You know, would obviously you know, almost be sort of putting it to the person that's made those comments. I just think it's just educating through all the sport really. Just making sure that everyone's aware of, you know, situations that have gone on, and just stamping it out basically, and making sure that everyone's aware that it's not acceptable. I think there should be a strong punishment with that, and also around that education as to why it's not acceptable to, you know, to make comments. But you know, I know from a team culture within rugby that you know, if there were comments made from a player in our team, certainly I think that it would be dealt with, you know, sort of internally by the players as well, and let known to that player that it's not acceptable to making those opinions. Yeah, definitely. I think they, you know, obviously role models, and I suppose a lot of kids, you know, look up to those players, and I think it's really, really important that we set a good example. I think rugby as a whole, I think that on a whole it's pretty good. But I know that throughout other sports, I know that there are some serious issues, and you know, like we said, that I feel like rugby's actually dealing with racism really well. I think the speed at which they deal with situations is great. I think it's just to let it known, speak to someone, whether it be player, management, whatever. And try and do that as quickly as possible after the incident, and just yeah, don't lock it inside. Let it known, and then it can be dealt with swiftly. I think definitely tell a teacher or a parent. You know, same thing applies really. If it's you know, as soon as that's happened, you need to just go and get it out there, let it be known, and then you can move on. I think maybe it's that they think that no one is worried about it, or no one cares. I mean, I think that would probably be the reason why they wouldn't report it. But I think what they should know is that, you know, people do care, and we do know that it's not accepted. So, you know, they should really open up about it and let it be known. Yeah, I think it's great. I think the more education that there is out there for people in general, I think the better off everyone will be. And just letting it be known that that nothing is acceptable, you know, when it comes to racism. Show racism the red card.